The NFL season is done and dusted, college basketball is approaching the stretch run, and the NBA and NHL seasons are in the dog days. MLB spring training starts today, which means baseball is officially back, and I'm excited to build off a huge 2023 season. Are you guys with me? What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris, and you are now rocking with the 520 podcast. We are a daily baseball betting show that touches on just about everything you want to know about Major League Baseball from a betting perspective. Today's Thursday, February 22nd, and today's video, we're going to be breaking down the American League season win totals and give you opinions on all 15 teams in the American League this year. Before we get into the picks, though, if you haven't already smashed the like button, please go ahead and do so now. If you guys are new around here watching for the first time, welcome. This is the second year of the 520 podcast. We get a very profitable 2023 season, and our daily MLB betting picks offer a unique point of view throughout the MLB regular season. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the little bell so you don't miss on any great content we got moving forward. Now, without further ado, here's the breakdown of the AL win totals this season. To start, we go to Baltimore, where the Baltimore Orioles check in with an 87.5 win total with the odds juiced to minus 125 on the over. Look, the Orioles were a 100-team win last year. They performed well above expectations, and this year in an American League East that simply did not get better outside of Juan Soto to the Yankees. I do believe they're a 90-win team, given the fact that they returned the same core from last year's team. I'm going to be banking on the Orioles to move forward and progress deeper into the postseason this year, and I believe they're definitely a 90-win team. Take the over 87.5 wins at minus 125. Next up is the Boston Red Sox, who entered the season with a season win total of 80.5, juiced to the over at odds of minus 115. Look, the Boston Red Sox, the biggest question surrounding them is, can they essentially play 500 baseball this year? They were a 78-team win last year due to a weak rotation. Can they find those extra 3 games to get them over this win total this year to 500 baseball? I say they do it. Give me the over 80.5 wins for the Boston Red Sox at odds of minus 115. Next up is the Chicago White Sox, who are a dumpster fire of a franchise right now. Their season win total is the second lowest in the American League, sitting at 63.5, juiced to the over at odds of minus 115. Look, the White Sox managed to lose 100 games last year, and doing so is never easy. Can they be 3 games better this year? I would probably say no, more than I would say yes, just given how their rotation is shaking out and how their batting lineup needs work from top to bottom. I'm going to go the under on the Chicago White Sox win total at 63.5. From Chicago, we go to Cleveland, where the Guardians entered this season with a win total of 77.5, juiced to the over at odds of minus 120. Look, the Guardians, they were bad last year. They won a total of 77 games. Can they improve on that this year? I say yes. They have an underrated rotation, and poor hitting last year was definitely the downfall. I do believe they're going to regress to the mean here and have a better season at the plate. I'm going to bank on them going over their win total of 77.5. I see this team being closer to 500. Next up, we stay in the American League Central. We go to Detroit, where the Detroit Tigers enter the season with a win total of 79.5, juiced to the over at odds of minus 115. Look, most people I talk to are high on the Tigers this year, and I'm right there with them. They have the talent offensively, and if the pitching rotation can hold up and get some breaks along the way and stay healthy, I do believe the Tigers could be a player in the American League Central alongside the Minnesota Twins. I'm going to say they're 3 games better than they were last year. Give me the over 79.5 wins here at odds of minus 115. Next on deck is the Houston Astros. This is a team that entered the season with a 92.5 win total. While they fell short of that mark last season, they did win the American League West, and I do believe they're going to on pace to win the American League West once again, going over their 92.5 win total in the process. This is a team that returns much of the same batting lineup, and the rotation is intact, which means they're going to be dominant once again this year. Give me the over 92.5 wins for the Houston Astros. From Houston, we go to Kansas City, where the Kansas City Royals check in with a season win total of 73.5, juiced to the over at odds of minus 115. Look, this Kansas City team, I'm not exactly sure how they're going to win 74 games this year. They have a weak rotation. Their batting lineup leaves much to be desired, and they've only cracked the 74-plus win barrier in 2 of their last 6 seasons. I don't see it with them this year. Give me the under 73.5 wins at odds of minus 115. Up next is the Los Angeles Angels, who went through the season with a win total of 72.5, juiced to the under at odds of minus 125. Look, they got rid of the best player on the planet, Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout is still there, yes, but I'm expecting him to demand a trade this year and force his way out of town. No Ohtani, no Trout, no party for the Angels. Give me the under 72.5 wins at odds of minus 125. From Los Angeles, we go to Minnesota, where this Minnesota Twins team enters the season with a win total of 85.5, juiced to the over at odds of minus 125. Look, this Minnesota Twins team snapped a infamous 18-game losing streak in the playoffs last year thanks to a sweep of the Blue Jays. They returned much of the same core from last year's team. The rotation is underrated, and they should be the best team in the AL Central this year once again, which means they're going to defend their title. Give me the Twins over 85.5 wins, minus 125. Next up, we're talking about the New York Yankees, who entered the season with a win total of 93.5, with odds of plus 100 on the over. Look, they added Juan Soto. He's going to help Aaron Judge in that lineup. The lineup is going to be lethal. They added Marcus Stroman to the rotation. Carlos Rodon is expecting a bounce-back season. They do have Garrett Cole still. So is the Evil Empire officially back? I believe they are. The AL East is going to be bad this year, and the Yankees are going to take full advantage of that. Give me over 93.5 wins at odds of plus 100. We go from good to awful, and the Oakland Athletics enter the season with a win total of 56.5, the lowest in the major leagues. And juice to the under at odds of minus 130 is all you need to know about how bad this team is expected to be. I'm not expecting them to win 60 games this year. They're going to lose 100 plus. And we're going to cash the under ticket here at 56.5. Stay in the American League West. From Oakland, we go to Seattle, where the Seattle Mariners check in at 86.5 with their season win total. I do believe this is one of the most confusing teams in the major leagues this year. They can go from hot to cold, cold to hot in a hurry. If the rotation can hold up, they do have enough pop in their lineup to win some ball games. And I do believe they're going to be a playoff team in the wild card race this year. I'm going to go over their season win total of 86.5 at odds of minus 115. From Seattle, we go to Tampa, where the Rays enter this season with a win total of 84.5, juice to the under at odds of minus 115. Look, the Rays continue to find ways to be successful, but I'm banking on a downward trajectory from this team this year. Their lineup 4 to 9 definitely needs help, and their rotation is definitely overrated in my opinion. I do believe the Rays are in store for a bad season this year. I'm going to go under 84.5 at odds of minus 115. Next up is the reigning World Series champions, the Texas Rangers. Well, they caught lightning in a bottle last year. They enter this season with a win total of 90.5, juice to the over at odds of minus 120. Look, this team returns much of the same batting lineup and rotation from last year's World Series winning team, but I do believe regression is coming to them in a big way. Will they be one of the best teams in baseball in terms of offensive production? Possibly, but I do believe their pitching staff got lucky at times last year, and I do believe they're in store for a letdown this year. Give me under 90.5 wins at odds of minus 115. Final American League team we're going to be talking about is my hometown team, the Toronto Blue Jays. They enter the season with a win total of 86.5, juice to the over at odds of minus 115. Look, as much as I want to say go over this total, I don't believe the Jays are in store for a good year. Yes, they have some good pieces, they have some good pitchers on deck, but they're notoriously bad in the bullpen. And after missing on Ohtani, the Jays did not do anything in terms of free agency that'll move the needle this winter. I'd like to say yes, go over, but I'm going to play under here at 86.5 wins at odds of minus 105. That wraps up today's episode of the 520 podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to help support the videos, please smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, or leave a comment in the comment section which win totals you agree or disagree with this season. As always, good luck.